Hi, welcome back to our YouTube channel Tanyaisha, and as always, as I keep saying in every previous video that I'm going to recommend some of my favorite dark romance book. So this video I'm going to recommend you one of my favorite dark romance till now. Okay, I have started this genre pure out of curiosity last year, and I have tried reading several dark romances throughout the year, and some were good, some were bad, some were terrible, but some were really amazing. And this book also falls in the latter category, like it was super amazing. And this book is none other than Sea of Ruin by Pam Godwin. Okay, now before saying anything, I want to tell you that despite anything, always read trigger warning. Okay, you should always know what you're getting yourself in. Okay, and I like to do the same. Okay, the last time I didn't do that, like I didn't read the trigger warning, was Haunting Underline, and I regret that now. So that was like a lesson for me to always read trigger warnings, and I'm always saying this again and again that please read trigger warning, especially if you are starting in dark romance. Like I don't know if you confused, because I was very confused for a long time that dark romances are books that are like, you know, heavily stuffed with smarts and spicy scenes and all that, like they're just about that. But no, it's not about that. Dark romances deals with heavy topics, okay, like traumas, like rapes, smuggling, trafficking, well, things like that which are not conventionally talk, or very much talk in contemporary romance and all that. Means dark romances deal with such topics. Okay, so before reading any of the dark romance book, or in general before reading any of the books, please do read the trigger warning. Okay, so starting with the Sea of Ruin, and now this is a story of pirates, thieveries, some, you know, this book touches some heavy issues like some rapes, sexual assault, physical assault, and a lot of heavy topics. So if you are not comfortable with such things, please do not read it. But if you are, again, read the trigger warning, know what you're getting yourself in. It's also have some cheating involved in it, like that type of things. And I know cheating is a must know from my side, like in any trope, but it has that, like a very little thing. And so yeah, that all this book revolves around. Okay, so starting with the synopsis, this book is a historical novel. It starts in 18th century, where there was lot of pirate involved. Okay, and there were socialites, like there were you know, the social British people, where there is like royal people, like royal elite people with all the manners, and you know what I mean. No, you do not know what I mean. Okay, so means this story is set up in 18th century, where this 11-year girl, who is our female protagonist, whose name is Bennett Sharp, and mother has been outcasted from the elite society because she was pregnant with this child. And her father is Godwar, like his father is the most ruthless leader of the pirates of the sea. Okay, and she has affair with that person, so she was outcasted from this whole society, and now she has just her daughter. And she lives she takes her daughter, and she had already left that man, and she is now with this daughter, and she's constantly trying to get her place in that society, because she wants a good life for her daughter. Okay, so this is how the story starts. Now she's constantly trying to persuade any of the like a good man, but not good man. Like she wants, since she wants a place in that society, she wants to marry her daughter off to any old man who is like is ready to marry this 11-year-old daughter. Okay, and you know, in the starting I really felt ki how much evil this mother is, but no, you'll get to know it in a little later in that how she much is sacrificing and how she's internally dying. Let me not just spoil that for you. Okay, so this is how the story is start. But one thing is that this daughter is meeting every year with her father, but her mother doesn't know. Like, she thinks that her mother doesn't know that she is meeting with her father every year. And the whole police of that society, like the Royal Navy, is finding the pirate. Like since, like, oh my god, am I even making myself clear? Okay, let me start. Since her father is a pirate, and that too a very wanted pirate, so every army is against him, and they want him as their prisoner. Do you get that? Okay, so since all the navy wants his father as their prisoner, what happens that they eventually, like this time when his father has came to meet her daughter, while on the other scene her daughter is set to meet the man her mother has chosen to be his groom, like her groom. That day she flew from there to meet his father, and eventually she took the horse of this man that she was about to marry. So that lead to follow all the army to track his horse, and somehow she led all the army to his father, and his father got caught by the army. But before, like, getting caught, he has told her, like, he has given her a compass, and had told her that a time will come that she'll know where all the treasures he has saved for her. As she'll grow older, she'll know that he has saved the treasure for her. Okay, yes. And he got caught, and following that, like, when her mother sees her husband getting caught, she also hung herself. So on the same day, as an 11-year-old daughter, she has lost both her parents. Okay, okay, so the story took 7-year leap, and we get to see that Bennett has herself become one of the most fierce and talented pirate leader, and she is the captain of the ship. I'm not recalling the name. What was the name? Black? No. Blake? Jade. I think her ship name was Jade. Okay, yes, Jade. Her name was Jade. So she is now the captain of the ship Jade, and she too was being hunted by all the Royal Navy officers. Okay, so one thing here we get to know that she is running away from both the Royal Navy officers and her husband of 2 or 3 years, who has cheated on her for, oh no, she was her husband, and no one knew this thing. Like, a very few of her trusted people only knew that she was married to this man called Priest, and like, it was so handsome, but he cheated on her, and we do not know with whom he cheated on her. Okay, and she at that time, when she get to know that he has cheated on her, he left him and flew from there, and for now he's both running away from him and from the Royal Navy. Okay, and as the story, like, some major things happen, and we get to know here, like, we read this story and we now hear in the middle of the story where she got caught by the Royal Navy officers, and the head of that officer, like the head of that ship, was Captain Ashley Cutler, and he captured Bennett. But before getting caught, she already had planned how she will have her escape. Okay, so she got caught, and during her stay with Ashley, she somehow got feelings, like, she somehow got feelings for him, and she had fallen for him. But I don't know how to tell the story without spoiling this for you. I'm trying very much to, not spoil the story for you, but these are some of, the important points that I should say to you. I don't know. This is the first time that I'm really feeling very, very difficulty in explaining a story, and this is what really happens while explaining a dark romance or explaining a fiction. Romance is a different thing, okay, and thriller is a different thing, but explaining fantasy, romantasy, or a dark romance is okay. So let me continue. somehow she has fallen for Ashley, and Ashley too is in love with her. Okay, now she is at that point in her life where she is equally in love with both her husband priest. I know she like he had cheated on her, but she loved him, yeah, and she still love him. Okay, things happen with her which where she realizes that no, she is equally in love with her husband and Ashley, and she wants both. She cannot choose one or the other. Okay, okay, so it was, she was at this point. Okay, something again happened from her where she is now in hand of some of the most ruthless men who are also the pirates, and there she has to go with numerous tortures, also go through rape and physical assault, a lot of assault, because that men knew that she has a compass which will lead to a treasure. Okay, so they want her to, you know, give him the map or solve the mystery that how they'll go there. Okay, so since she was not like, she first thing first that she herself doesn't know कि कैसे वहाँ पे जाना है, she still is figuring this out, but in the meanwhile she's so much tortured that it is so gut wrenching that you will feel it in your bone that how much she is suffering. She's also one of the most fierce female lead role that I have seen, where the story is just not about the male, but in this story the female is someone with like जिसके around ये story चल रहा है. So I love this book for this reason also. One thing that I love in this book or about Pam Godwin, that she definitely know how to balance the smut and the plot ratio. Okay, it's one of those rare book in the dark romance genre where the smut has not overshadowed the plot. Like the plot is still like playing. Okay, you know that okay, the story is going like this way. Okay, it's like it is not being ruined by all the smutty or spicy scenes. Okay, so this is also a plus point for this book. Now the book from here, like where she got caught by all those men, again things happen and we reach at the ending where unexpected twist happen that you are not see it coming from any way. Okay, no line of thought is going to this thing that happened, and it was good. I was okay with it. Okay, but it might trigger some of you. Okay, so like I'll not reveal it, but it might not be liked, but some of you or other people might get uncomfortable with that, but I was okay with it. Okay, so yes, this is how the book's ending. For me, this book was beautiful journey. Okay, it was filled with adventures and actions, thriller, mystery, romance, and spicy scenes. So it was a mixture of all of those things, and it was lovely adventure for me. The writing style was so good. I am in love with Pam Godwin's way of telling the stories. So yes, like if I, okay, so this was all the synopsis. Okay, the synopsis ends here, and more than synopsis, I have given you some of the storyline, like more, sorry for that, but this is where the synopsis ends. So I'm not talking about the tropes that is involved. The one thing is love triangle, and this is one of those books where the love triangle is done so beautifully. Like both the men are described in a very different way. Like both of the men are very different, but both are so good for her that, you know, it's not like that array yaar, this one should be the one she must end with. No, at the end you will be so much satisfied with the ending with both of the characters that you yourself will feel like no, like she deserves both of these men. Okay, yes, so like yeah, so one of those things is love triangle. The second is cheating trope is also involved very little. Like it's not, I know cheating trope as a whole, I hate it when it is in a romance book, but here it is like a second chance romance, which is also kind of a trope. So it is also that. The third could be forced proximity between Ashley and Bennett, which led to their love story. So yes, forced proximity is also there. Grumpy sunshine ka to I'll not say because it's not there. Okay, so yeah, these are some of the tropes that you'll get to see in the book. It is really interesting. You will love it. I loved it, and I hope you will love it too. So I'm going to give this book 4.75 out of 5 stars. I really loved the book, and I really do hope that you will too. So yes, that's all that I have for this video, and if you enjoyed this video, give it a like, do comment, and you can also subscribe. Okay, So, and you can also watch the other videos of mine. And I'm thinking to attach the BTS videos of this, like, of this video, like the things that I cut. I'll see if that's not too Joker type. I'll attach, or I'll don't. Okay, so do consider to like, share, comment and subscribe to the channel. I love you all and keep supporting me. Bye.